Hopes are high to get back to the of Minnesota's resurgence.
One from his team because the way they want to play.
Years, LeBron is just over 30 in the offseason, spent the last 4 years with
easy offense opportunities.
A lot of people were curious about. We'll see if
this would be just a delay of game.
Anthony Davis. Walker at the elbow. Knox, originally drafted by the Lakers.
He might be a pest, but he's picked.
Here's James in transition. Russell's three. Russell with a nice look. Just reaches around, tries to stop.
Guys.
Yeah, thanks, Russ. They're expected with the premier rim protect.
Bears sitting out there on that floor. They want to add to their team because
his age brings energy. Rebounded by Reed. Cham was, and I guess.
Well, yeah, you believe Anthony Davis is going to be. Does a very good job.
And the coaching staff, they want Anthony.
Bubble, that great 2020.
Russell on the drive. And out to James. Pass there. McDaniel.
Lonnie Walker, if he's looking to get the ball.
Played his college ball 6th season.
Adjustment mentally, AD missing so much time. I think that let's assume that he is going to score 100 points, but that
he's got James with him in transition.
Defensive end that every team.
The one Edwards has to hoist it.
Rudy Gobert, brand new.
Even though they bowed out for Minnesota.
Well, no, he was great than just good.
Speaking with Coach Finchon, and he wants more. He worked with Chris Hines all summer.
I love seeing people.
Kendrick Nunn expecting him to come back, then he'd have a setback.
It was funny because so many people, Laker fans, are able to see he had.
Phony Warriors coming on. Be there Tuesday night.
What do you make amends and make sure that he can go back to.
With Green punching Jordan.
If the video wouldn't have leaked, no one's.
Has to put it up. Tough shot.
Hey, you got to start. You got to get through.
There's Darvin Ham of that Detroit team. 1 for 7 after that miss. Oh, what? Edwards putting it on the deck. Well, using the screen from Knight of NBA regular season. Kia movement that inspired.
He's not the offensive guy, but
driving. May have gotten away with it.
How'd you not notice it as a better?
Davis, who's now in year 11. Here's Forbes catch and shoot. That's what
thing but positive energy. Now will this man
tries to force that pass with 1 second.
When it's LeBron at the heart of it, how do you?
McDaniel.
You want to see it even from they're some of the best that you've ever seen in the Laker uniform.
Have in his defense, he's going to give the ball up to a lot.
As road decline, so you have to accept
they need, meaning get shots up.
When we met with him, that there's been a lot of give and take.
Duncan have conversations with Greg Pop.
Opportunity. Anthony Davis trail.
Pros.
Forbes back to the game in other ways is James. The Lakers open with the Warriors, the favorites to win the West, assuming
they're missed their so many three-point shots, and then
the East with the addition of Donovan Mitchell.
Are they still missing a few things? Yeah, they could use.
And a foul is called. Games during the season, they could help them because 5 from the floor so far for Pat. Dealt for Talon Hortons Anderson underneath. Bank shot here in preseason action.
A couple of teams that I think are on I've ever seen. And
but he was at least
we can be honest that, you know, his very well he could win a 3rd MVP.
Have missed 14 consecutive threes.
Would have 3 times more threes than the Link.
Came off the bench most of last season. To win tonight, just 5 points, 2 for 9.
Darvin Ham is trying to play where if you're 1 for 16 from 3, NBA, it is next to impossible.
He's going to continue to climb the all-time
to 5th all-time. You know, LeBron James.
4 championships. 4.
Now, all these years later, we're talking about
entire roster and your entire philosophy.
Popping up.
I agree.
Quick steal.
And Russell. Good days if you were 3. I mean, you were first round.
And then was still able to play 17.
Now, that's one thing that they're trying to get rid of. It hit Reeves, and it was kicked. Schroeder got the hot hand from deep. Alive. Reeves corner 3. It's good. A run of 16 consecutive.
And understanding what your role is. What
a left hand missed it. James with a tip.
We're willing to give away the asset.
Over 500 in that stretch.
And positions are.
Davis down low.
This is the AD that I think that
Edwards, but there's Beverly quickly.
You see the defensive plays early with a muscle in sight, but this man is strong in Washington. They mature.
McDaniels, a little bit of a grin in front of the Minnesota. Not sure where he had Minnesota, but
he's like the basketball teacher.
Missed the play. Westbrook pull-up jumper. LeBron James played in 56. are available.
Let's just get to the postseason healthy, very methodically, and make sure that you're
Factor in terms of,
chasing around players every single night.
to figure out how all these pieces fit. TNT Tuesday, Philly at Boston. Some incidents between Westbrook and Beverly.
Other teams, then you are teammates.
In their final preseason game, Friday, Golden State, Tuesday night. Beverly up. Here's catch and shoot, and Ryan Floor leaves McDaniels wide open. Daniels, Reed, Russell, no. Go to ESPN.com/.
You'd like to make more than 70%. We're a couple years removed from the champ.
Tied up with Reed in train. 21 points as well.
I think that he has grown.
Age 18, 19, 20. How to take care of your body over the course.
Them down. Your rhythm. How
James thought about it, now pulls the trigger. And he's able to strip it away from Kendrick. One thing we haven't seen yet, that when you're try to grab an offensive player in transition.
right here, I think there's a foul for the steal aggressively in the same way that you're
Amazed at his age. We saw it in the first half.
Yes.
The ball handler, Jeff Van Gundy, who was the biggest.
They said in our meetings when we were.
All right, let's check in with Roz, who's got an injury initially. Hopefully, Cleveland.
Well, it's just the thing that for his teammates. Doesn't matter if they're young on the floor. One of the older players in the league.
A little bit as well.
Yeah, he's
9 in the quarter. Noel left alone. Violation.
So thank you, Cheryl, for
Anthony Davis. Lonnie Knight gets bumped, gives it up. More jab step. He'll pop.
It's going to take multiple efforts. It's going to take guys. You can see the improvements, and
Lakers head coach replacing Frank Vogel.
Well, part of that he's gone. The guys that like every single year, and that's something that it takes. Players are auditioning for 20.
Here's Cole Swider.
You can see the Lakers. I think that is enough.
Let's check in with Roz.
Walker, Juan Toscano-Anderson.
Tuesday.
Well, those are the right people. Draymond, these guys are working every single day at professional level.
What do you make of some of the teams that
Depth. There's a lot of depth. Obviously, I things that are going on that in the Phoenix, he's going to be back. Hopefully, this is the year that.
It's a 3 from the corner. The rookie from Syracuse, Paul George, were injured. Knight can't answer. Here's Garza for 3, and they're going to call Gabriel. He's in action with the regular season. It's the Thunder. Swider fouled.
A jump shooter is still one of the trying to get a block, and he ended up getting a foul.
A little bit here in preseason, just
The fourth time we've seen
a lot of credit for what he's done.
He comes from Denver. He is that skill set to Minnesota.
Be the first time in a preseason. Here's Swider, walks into a 3, and nobody's left.
Work is he going to put in? Extra things because every single year.
Hard and get cut by a number of teams. Violation. Damian Jones wanted you first. Here's Lawson on the drive.
It is a word for other people.
And Spencer Dinwiddie move really helped that for Doncic, right?
Yeah, because early on in his career. And so you try and keep pace and you want to be an all-star.
But I'm sure some of the players would.
Most entertaining minutes of
9. He's 9. Really good player at Vanderbilt. For 3.
Was able to really score. Lefty.
Jones going to take the more, leaves it for Garza underneath, and 15 points in 10 minutes. Here's Moore for 3, and Pippen with the ease.
This year it seems more wide. Have them back, and there's just a lot of.
That's a good teaching, though. I want to go back to your prayer. So,
talking about the 6'7", 207 for 11 from three-point line.
Hopes are high to get back to the career high in assists per game last year. Big part of Minnesota's resurgence.
Talk about defensive rebounding. That's what he wants from his team because the way they want to play.
Abdul-Jabbar for almost 40 years. LeBron is just over Minnesota roster. Signed as a free agent in the offseason. Spent the last 4 years with
defensive rebound first because that's going to create easy offense opportunities.
A lot of people were curious about. We'll see if
we have a little bit of battle. Who did it first? Should be just a delay of game. Oh, double technical.
Yep. Anderson commits the foul coming over the top of Anthony Davis.
Everybody's just saying hello.
Walker at the elbow. Knocks. Originally drafted by the Lakers.
Patrick Beverly, but he does bring that energy. He might be a pest, but he's pitched
wins last year. Here's James in transition. Another guy that can handle the ball. Russell's three. Russell with a nice look. Take foul where a defensive player just reaches around, tries to stop.
This is just precautionary, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Russ. They're expected one of the best offensive centers in the NBA with the premier rim protect.
Because you can't double team him with Rudy Gobert sitting out there on that floor. What is the energy, the athleticism that they want to add to their team? Because
obviously Pat Beverly, no matter his age, brings energy. Walker from deep, no good. Rebounded by Reed.
Elite defenders out there.
And Coach Ham was, and I guess Davis hits the deck again.
Well, yeah, you believe Anthony Davis is going to be him. And then he has the ability to get out in transition. Does a very good job. A very tough year for everybody except the Lakers.
And the coaching staff, they want Anthony.
Gone down every year since that great bubble, that great 2020 custom to.
Here's Russell on the drive. And this passes up the three for the drive. Out to James. Edwards, nice pocket pass there. McDaniel.
If LeBron James doesn't run the floor with Lonnie Walker, if he's looking to get the ball.
Foul on the other end on James. So Kyle Anderson, who played his college ball. Bryant in his 6th season.
Well, I think there's a large adjustment mentally. Here, he was out there on the court, and with LeBron and AD missing so much time, I think that
points. He's going to break it around the new year.
Let's assume that he is going to. You look at Wilt Chamberlain scoring 100 points, but that
had one practice. Beverly with a takeaway. He's got James with him in transition.
There's just an intensity that he brings on the defensive end that every team.
That's again here about the Lakers. Shot clock down to 1. Edwards has to hoist it.
Not going to be himself to start the season. Rudy Gobert, brand new
season. And then in the playoffs, even though they bowed out in the first round series, had 2 30-point games for Minnesota.
Well, no, he was great. Those consistent moments where you can be great, then just good.
On Ant.
Yeah, Richard, I was speaking with Coach Finch, and he wants more. He's been in constant contact with the franchise. He worked with Chris Himes all summer.
I love it. I love seeing Peeper throughout the entire regular season.
Kendrick Nunn, a couple times during the season, they were expecting him to come back. Then he'd have a setback. Really good offensive backcourt.
Yes, it was funny because so many people. So to get him back, and now Laker fans are able to see he had
the assists. Will be at Golden State for the ring ceremony. Warriors coming on. We know for sure that Draymond Green will be there Tuesday night. What
necessary that he can to make amends and make sure that he can go back to.
Before this incident with Green punching Jordan.
Well, the crazy thing is that if the video wouldn't have leaked, no one's have moved forward.
Shot clock at 3. Nunn has to put it up. Tough shot.
No.
In a preseason game.
Yes. Hey, you got to work. Everybody's going to have some little hiccups they got to get through.
There's Darvin Ham, player, vital part of that Detroit team.
Lakers are still only 1 for 6 from 3.
And 1 for 7 after that miss. Oh, what him. Edwards putting it on the deck. Noel using the screen from Knight. So basically 1 full year.
That's weird because right here, I think there's a foul. Go for the steal aggressively. Go for the steal aggressively in the same way that you're.
And again, just LeBron James continues to amaze at his age. We saw it in the first half. Defensive players just start going at the ball handler. Okay. But the take foul was awful, and shout out to Jeff Van Gundy, who was the biggest.
It's gone away because they said in our meetings when we were
a little work.
It does.
The whining part was good. All right, let's check in with Roz, who's got an injury. And he was grabbing his knee initially. Hopefully, watched the champion or won a championship together in Cleveland.
Well, it's just the thing of these things, and he even really sets examples for his teammates. Doesn't matter if they're young. Now he's the oldest man out there on the floor, one of the older players in the league.
Fat, but looks like he's slimmed down maybe a little bit as well.
Yeah, he's
7. James has 25 points, 9 in the quarter. Noel left alone. First round pick. And a traveling violation.
Referees in the WNBA this last season. So thank you, Cheryl, for
The starters were LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Lonnie. Knight gets bumped, gives it up. More. James with 4. Little jab step, he'll pop.
Contest and control the glass, and it's going to take multiple efforts. It's going to take God. It's progressing along, and you can see the improvements. And unfortunately,
first year for Darvin Ham as the Lakers head coach, replacing Frank Vogel.
Well, you know, part of the Vogel can win a championship, and 2 years later he's gone. Especially, you know, players like Knight, the guys that like every single teams enjoy having you there, and that's something that it takes
Off season.
Yeah, these preseason, these players are auditioning for 20.
Was with Denver last year. Here's Cole Swider.
Yeah, look, you can see the Lakers, you know, Kendrick Nunn having him back. I think that is enough. You know, even the Denver Nuggets now healthy.
Let's check in with Roz.
Worth something. He pointed out Lonnie Walker, Juan Toscano-Anderson.
Against the Warriors on Tuesday.
Well, those are the right people, because I know Steph, Clay, Draymond, these guys are working every single day, work at the ultimate professional level.
A team that's trying to take that next step. What do you make of some of the teams that 2 years ago?
There's a lot of depth. There's a lot of depth. Obviously, I think there's a lot of things that are going on that in the Phoenix we're going to get from Denver. You know, Jamal Murray's going to be back. Hopefully this is the year that to start the season.
Swider hits the 3 from the corner, the rookie from Syracuse, Minnesota. But Kawhi Leonard and Paul George were injured in the Nets. Knight can't answer the Spartans. Here's Garza for 3.
I don't know.
And they're going to call Gabriel. Lakers and Timberwolves in preseason action with regular season. Minnesota will open the regular season against the Thunder. Swider fouled.
Test, but it's like fouling a jump shooter is still one of the. I was trying to get a block and he ended up getting a foul.
For 40% from 3. Struggled a little bit here in preseason. Just
over there, that's the third or fourth time we've seen.
Up in the other side, Chris Finch deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
20+ years. So, you know, Tim Conley comes from Denver. He developed, and you know he's bringing all of that skill set to Minnesota.
He's in action Friday against Brooklyn. That will be the first time in a preseason no call. Here's Swider, walks into a 3, and this arena's full, and nobody's left.
What is he going to see in the G League? How much work is he going to put in? You know, and shoot. You got to do all of the extra things because every single year
in the NBA, but had to work really hard and get cut by a number of teams. And a traveling violation. Damian Jones wanted. Definitely would be a first. Here's Lawson on the drive. Season.
I agree
NBA
with
Finals.
you, but it is a word for other people.
Those last year. And Spencer Dinwiddie move really helped. And now there's even another step for Doncic, right?
Yeah, because that we haven't seen since LeBron James early on in his career. And so year after year, and you know, if you're going to try and keep pace and you want to be an all-star.
But I'm sure some of the players would. Right?
Minutes has Garza played because it's been the most entertaining minutes of the
9.
night.
He's playing on the floor tonight. Really good player at Vanderbilt. For 3.
Alabi was newcomer of the year there. Was able to really score. Lefty,